Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to update the firmware on MIB1 high infotainment system from Skoda. So I have the main unit over here on the bench. Of course, you can do it in vehicle as well. I have some display. So the first step is to check what's your current firmware. So press and hold on the menu button for about 3 seconds. You will have this screen. Go here, and over here you have the software tray, MIB1 High, Europe, Skoda, and this is the firmware version. You want to take this firmware, go to website mibhelper.com, enter this, and when you press go, it will give you some information about your unit, and it will show you what's the most recent firmware. We want to update to this one. Okay, so if you want to download it, you can go to mibsolution.one, and over there you will find in folder MQB solution pre-MIB2. Well, what's the exact directory? Pre-MIB2 MHIG firmware Skoda, and you will have this. Download this, but please use something like free download manager to boost up the speed, and this file is about 3 GB when compressed. Once you have it downloaded, you can unzip it, decompress it, and you will also need an SD card. I'm using a 16 gigs SD card, which you need to format with FAT32 file system. And when you enter the SD card, this is what you should have on it. Not some directory with those files, but those files needs to be in the root directory of the SD card itself. So with the SD card prepared, I believe we can try to trigger the update on the unit. So now let's take the SD card, place it in SD1. We have some information. Once again, press and hold the menu button. Go over here, and right now press update. Select SD card as the medium of the new firmware. Yeah, select the new firmware. Now it's analyzing the content of the SD card and compares it with the things that are already installed in the unit, and we have some information about what will be updated and what's not going to be updated. So let's press start. Oh, one more important thing. Check if the back arrow works, because it will be necessary after the update to press it. And if your touch display is not working correctly, if you cannot touch this area, if the touch is not recognized, you will have a hard time. So once again, let's go over here and let's press start. Let's press next. And now all you have to do is wait. This unit will reboot 1, 2, maybe 3 or even 4 times before everything is done. But the most important thing is to be patient. Just wait. Don't turn off the ignition. Don't power off the unit. Just keep waiting, and I believe everything should be fine. You can see that the unit rebooted for the first time. Display is turning on. And right now the system should boot up into software update mode. Let's see how this looks like. You can notice that this takes a little bit longer than usual. The splash screen is over here, and we have we can see that there are 8 components to be updated. The first one is going through, so let's just keep waiting till this is done. Okay, so it took a couple minutes, and right now we can see the results, the summary of the update. Okay. We can scroll down. Okay. So everything was fine. So let's go back. Let's close. And so, okay, cancel, and the unit should restart the final time. After the reboot, if you are using diagnostic interface, you will find a single fault code from the software version confirmation. Over here, the fault code is B20 something, I'm not sure right now, but to clear this code you will need OBD11 or BCDS. Since we are not in the vehicle, I had to press this button, but if you have ignition on, you will just see the system started. And right now let's go to menu. Okay, it looks like it works. So maybe let's press and hold the menu to enter the hidden menu. Well, it's not ready yet. I'm not sure what's the change log over here, if there are any new features or so, but still we can see that we have much higher version right now, and in versions we have the update history, so what was done. Okay, and right now we can just check what's new over here, and hopefully it will work better than on the previous firmware. Okay, so that's it. See you soon.